Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Goat Life TV where we show you a little bit of our day-to-day lives.
2016 is right around the corner. We've got some really exciting travel plans coming up. So in this episode of Goat Life TV, we're going to tell you what those plans are. Ooh. Stay tuned.
So if you haven't been following us, we're currently in Barbados pet sitting and house sitting, and we're going to be here until about January the 4th before we take off to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that's the plan right now. Puerto Rico is just a stopover because we've been invited to Istanbul to take part in the World Tourism Forum, the global meeting. This is a big deal, a lot of big important people going. And us.
Yeah, a lot of people in the tourism industry, other bloggers like ourselves. There's going to be industry leaders, there's political figures, there's tourism boards from many countries around the world, and there's also different airlines and so many amazing people that we're going to be able to network with. And we are expected to speak for about 15 to 20 minutes, us little goats, on how travel bloggers can work with the tourism industry.
We're honored to be invited to such a big event, but we're also really nervous to speak. We're supposed to speak for 15 minutes, and I mean, we've never done anything like that in the past. So we're both a bit nervous, but I'm sure once we get the stuff rolling, we get our speech prepared, we have a video presentation, we'll feel a lot better about it.
It'll come together.
It'll come together. So actually this whole Istanbul thing changed our travel plans. We were thinking we were going to stay around the Caribbean and South America in 2016. And now we're thinking that we're just going to stay in Eastern Europe. Yeah,
so Turkish Airlines is going to be flying us over to Europe for the conference, and then we're going to spend the rest of the time there visiting all of Eastern Europe. We're going to be traveling around by rail with Eurorail and partnering up with hostels clubs, staying in some funky hostels along the way.
We've been in the Caribbean and in the tropics now for 2 years straight. And we love the heat, we love the beaches, we love the sunny weather, we love the people.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really nice to have a big change like this, and we can tell that we still have a really strong passion for travel because when we get talking about Eastern Europe and this trip, we're just amped. Yeah, we got the Lonely Planet, and
we always love getting Lonely Planets, but then we always find too that after we've read it, we check out other travel blogs and we find what they like to do and stuff. So we've been doing a lot of planning. So we plan to start off the trip down in the Balkans along the Mediterranean because it's going to be February and I'm going to be freezing.
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
We're going to go down to the warmest place possible. So we're going to head down to the Balkan area along the Mediterranean there and check out Albania, Montenegro, Macedonia, and Croatia. Yeah.
We're very interested in Eastern Europe because of all the history and the amazing architecture. There's pre-Roman architecture, Romanesque architecture, Renaissance architecture. Classical architecture, all these beautiful cities and towns that are built with these big grand walls around them, you know, fortified, and they've been there for 1,000 years, and we can't wait to kind of wander around these cobblestone streets and stop in at cafes and plazas and on benches and parks and just kind of experience it and take it in.
Yeah.
We've always loved old European style towns, but hadn't had a chance to really explore them only in Mexico and Guatemala, where we were in Spanish colonial towns.
So this will be completely different.
Yeah.
It'll also be really interesting because we've been in Spanish and English speaking countries for the past 2 years. So now going over to Europe, we're going to have a wide range of languages to try to figure out, pick up a few words here and there.
Yeah.
New currencies as well to deal with.
Yeah, different currencies.
Cool.
It's not all the euro, actually. We're surprised reading about it. There's a lot of different currencies there. Only a few of the countries that we plan to go to use the euro. So it'll be right back into the backpacking and traveling mode where we're, you know, exchanging money at the border, getting on trains, getting on buses.
Yeah.
All this kind of stuff that we've missed a lot, you know, because we've been house sitting and pet sitting now for 6 months. By the end of this sit here in Barbados, it'll be 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing to have the dogs in the house, but we really miss just traveling. So we can't wait to get back into that kind of lifestyle again.
Yeah, it'll be nice to just hit the road, pack up and go. So we'll stay places for probably 5 nights or so. If we like a place, we'll stay longer. If not, we'll move on. But we know this is going to be sort of a quick trip. So we're planning to still do slow travel though. So it's a minimum of 5 days, I think, in each city.
Yeah.
So we can really get a feel for it.
So we have 5 months in Eastern Europe until we head back to Grenada. And we've roughly planned our itinerary. I mean, we land in January and we don't know what we're going to do at the end of January until the conference. But after the conference, Albania, Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia,
Bosnia,
yeah, there's a lot of countries here to see. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to really see every country in its entirety. 5 months is not enough for Eastern Europe, but that's what we have, and we're just excited to be able to do it. So then we want to end up in either Prague or Budapest and maybe just live in an apartment for a month and get caught up, because I'm sure we'll be behind having to write articles and share our videos with you guys, all the Goat Life TVs that are going to be coming out of these awesome countries.
Yeah, it takes a long time to put everything together, so
Yeah.
I think we'll probably have to stop here and there, kind of like we did this year in Mexico and Guatemala and Grenada, but I think that's part of the fun too, is having a little apartment for a month and then moving on as well.
Yeah, and we'll show you guys the apartment. We'll give you a little tour when we rent it.
As we do.
And every week we're going to try to keep up with these Goat Life TVs, so it'll be from these amazing towns that we've been talking about, and we can't wait to kind of share the travel experience with you guys.
Yeah.
Getting on the trains and the buses, stuff like that.
Another really cool thing about Eastern Europe is it looks like we're going to be hitting up a lot of the festivals. So they mainly all involve drinking, which is, well, it's okay.
That's all right.
There's a wine festival in Bulgaria, there's a spring festival in Hungary, and there's a beer festival in Czech Republic. And yeah, I think we're actually going to hit those all in
We're going to try our best to hit all those so we can see some festivals along the way.
And one more really exciting thing is that our awesome friend, great travel buddy, Henrik, lives in Germany, and he said he's going to try to come and meet us when we're over there in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, we met this guy in Mozambique in 2012. And actually, you can check out a video of us meeting him up here. We had a great time with him. He brought his ukulele, and he was playing the ukulele.
Yeah, we traveled for like 3.5 weeks together, so we're stoked to meet up with him again in Eastern Europe. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed it works out. We'll fly to find him somewhere, wherever he is.
So as you guys can probably tell, we are pretty amped for a whole new continent, a whole new part of the world that we've never been to before. We've only been to a little bit of Western Europe. So we're excited for, the food, the cafes, the people, the architecture, the bustling cities. We can't wait for it all.
Yeah. So thank you guys for checking out this episode, and definitely stay tuned. We got a couple more episodes from here in Barbados, and then our travels are going to begin. So subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking this button right here, and just keep coming back because it's going to be Eastern Europe and more travel forever.
So we're definitely open to suggestions from all you guys who have been to Eastern Europe, so please tell us what we have to see in the comments down below.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Give it one more chance.
Thanks for watching, guys. We've got 2 more videos on the screen here for you to have a look at. And if you like our videos, help us keep our channel alive and to keep showing you weekly videos by hitting the subscribe button. Thanks. See you next week.
Where are you?